Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ellen McDowell, your Social Butterflies, Tuesdays Chat with the Butterfly. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ellen McDowell. I am an online marketer in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I love helping small businesses, and especially independent professionals, to navigate online marketing better for themselves. Just in the past couple of weeks, I had somebody who exactly did what my why is. We were going over something, and when I finished showing her, she looked at me and said, "It's that easy?" And I just got a big old smile because I said, "Yes, it is that easy." And you just were my niche client. I love when people, I can show people how to do something that they've been confused and overwhelmed by, and they realize that maybe they were overthinking it. So that is how I help people. I do it online through my online marketing GPS, or I do it in person, workshops, or one-on-one coaching. So I help you in so many ways. My weekly show is going to be on online marketing. And so I am promising myself and you, the viewer, that I will come on every week and talk about some topic that has to do with online marketing. I was going to talk about websites this week because I've been watching a few podcasts on websites. I've been working on getting one of my clients' websites up for them. And then Facebook announced last week that they're really going to make the changes to the algorithm that some of us have been seeing for a while. So I'm going to talk about changes to Facebook. And is it the end of Facebook pages? Do I need to keep up my Facebook page? And the truth is, yes, you're going to have to keep up your Facebook page. That said, where we were telling people, post 2 or 3 times a day and post curated content where you make sure that you are posting consistently, that type of thing may not be as important for doing as it once was. What we need to do with our Facebook page is to be creative and to invite conversation. They are going to be looking for much more than the likes or even the shares. From what they have said, they want us to see things in our Facebook newsfeed that we want to engage with. And so there are 2 things that we need to change for what we're doing for Facebook, and that is to create content that on Facebook invites engagement. Things like the live videos, or we're saying, "Hey, do you have any questions? I'm here live. I want to know how you're using this. What questions do you have about that?" To where people are having those conversations. And those Facebook Lives, they extend out several days because some people don't see it the first time. Make sure that you tell people, even if you're watching this on the replay, because many of you are, I still want you to comment. I'm still here to respond to you. I'm inviting the conversation. I want to know what your thoughts are. And I've actually had people comment on my replays saying, "I'm glad that you invited me to comment on the replay because I just assumed I was going to watch the Facebook Live and not be able to engage or add my responses." And so we are going to have content that invites conversations. I will tell you, one of the things that I am concerned about is that the conversations that tend to go on, we've gotten so used to just looking at things, and if we like something, just hitting the like button that is so easy, just to tell the person, "Hey, I liked this." And that's good, but Facebook wants more. Facebook wants us to have conversations. And so I'm worried that we are going to start seeing more of the negative conversations, the conversations where the people are bantering back and forth because, just because there's a lot of conversation going on, Facebook's going to not look at what the conversation is and show it to more people, more of us. So I am a little concerned about that. And I've also found I tried to do a post once where I invited the conversation and I said, which do you think does better for you? And because it was not a topic that people were passionate about, nobody commented. Nobody had an opinion on it. So it's got to be something that we're doing that people do have either, are really overwhelmed by, that they really have questions about, something that they're willing to step outside of their box and put online. But they also need to make sure that we're having conversations that we want to have, that we want to see on Facebook. So we're going to have to change our content type to really good and creative content. We may be able to do less content. One of my clients, I'm going to be sending them an email that says, hey, what we've been doing is not going to work anymore. I'm going to have to give up working for you. And I really can't afford to lose a client. But I also know that what I'm doing for them in its present form is not going to work. So we've got to talk about how can we change what we're doing, even if we're posting one informative video for what they do. I think they're going to get a lot more out of that one very good video that tells people good information about what their business is, or about how they work, versus posting every day just news articles about what they do. So I've been telling you for a year, get on Facebook Live. And so if you haven't been listening to me, listen to me now. Start doing some Facebook Lives. Even if you're doing it just once a month, I think that is something to do. Now, you're watching this video and you're like, Ellen, you're not doing a Facebook Live. Why? Okay. I also think that we need to change our marketing ideas away from Facebook, away from the Twitter and from the LinkedIns. I think that we are going to need to create videos that we own, that are branded for me. So you notice I'm doing this on f2f.live/Ellen McDowell. And then I have some channels set up. So depending on what types of information I'm going to broadcast, I'm broadcasting for me, creating my brand. Once I record this, then I can repurpose it to use on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, but I'm creating it on my own branded site first. So one of the things that I really like about F2F Live, if you join me on one of my Tuesday broadcasts, up at the top, they say Discover. And so if we are broadcasting regularly, and if we get some viewers, which I need some more viewers, but that's a whole nother story. So if we have more viewers, they're going to put us to where they're going to help us to discover, or more people to discover us, not us to discover. But we can discover more people, more things that we're interested in, but also more people are going to be able to find us and discover us, which I love. Another thing that I love about this is that their F2F is free. It is in anybody's budget. So whether you have a good camera, and I do suggest getting a Logitech, I think mine is a 920 camera, to where you are clearer. But even if you're using your, the one that came inside your laptop, start broadcasting, start out and start sharing your information so that you can brand yourself into where you have good content that you can repurpose. See, I can go and take some of these clips and use them different ways once I've got the video done. So that's the first point, is Facebook Live. We are going to have to be more creative. Is it the end of Facebook pages? No. Facebook pages, I truly believe when people are researching and trying to decide which way to go, they're going to look at our website and they're going to look at Facebook and maybe LinkedIn. If they're an international company, they might look at Twitter, but I think, website, Facebook, They're going to see what we're doing on there. They're going to look to see, are we still active? Are we still open? So do keep your Facebook page active, just with good creative content. I also believe so many of us network in different groups that as a networker and somebody who loves helping people, and if you are approaching networking with the one philosophy where you show up hoping to be the one for others, where you show up knowing that you are there to help other people and hone your message and share that with other people, but listen to them and talk to them about what they want, that we are going to have to help the people that we're networking by, when we see something in our news feeds, not just to hit that like button. I think we're going to have to get into the habit of commenting on what we are doing. What we think of the video, what we think of the post. If they're asking a question, answer the question, so that we are being the one for others to help other people. We're all doing different types of networking groups, and I don't see a lot of this going on. One of my groups is very good, and its total focus is on the one philosophy. And I do see that in that one networking group, many people are good about at least liking or sharing. So I'm gonna have to retrain more of them to make the comments, now that comments and conversations are gonna be seen as more important than just a Facebook Live or even a share. So I may have to switch my good, better, best. It may be good is still the like, although that good is just a little good. And better may be the share, but if you share it and it still doesn't have a lot of conversations going on, the best is now the comment. The best is now the answer and commenting and going back and forth and creating conversation. So my good, better, best has switched to like, share, comment. Comment is now the best thing that you can do on somebody else's post. So when you get finished watching this video, go on to one of your fellow networkers' page and answer the question that they've posted to you, or respond, make a comment on their, last or the post this week this meant the most to you. Make a comment, help it get seen by more people. So I hope that you will join me here for my F2F Lives. This one was a pretty short one. Got a lot to do. Excuse me. Got a lot to do. They're shutting the city down because we have snow coming in, but I wanted to honor myself and come on. One of the things that you will see here on F2F Live is that I do have a button. Let me get some water here because I'm got something stuck in my throat. I do have a button on my page. My button says honor the butterfly. So I invite you to join me if you come on and if I've given you some good information, or if you want to consult with me, you can punch that button, give me an honor the butterfly, treat me to a Starbucks, or even pay for a consultation. That's another thing that I love about F2F is not only have they given me a free broadcast way to do that, but they've given me a way to say, hey, if I've given you good information, or hey, if you want this book, and not this book, because that's not a book, then, honor the butterfly and press that button. You can also join me here so that you can ask your questions live. So if I've got a topic that you are interested in hearing about, come on, there's a button at the bottom of these that say join, and we can both